9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the NFL edition with Johnny, Alex, and Ben. I am 130, your host, Alex Loosemore. We'll get Ben and Johnny in here in a second, along with our guest host for the last few weeks, and hopefully the next few after that, kind of keep that continuity going. So we got quite a bit to talk about here. We've got, sorry, my phone's just going nuts saying that the show's live. I know because I'm on it. So we got a bunch of stuff to talk about tonight. We've got our news as always. We've got the positional rankings. So as you can see above me, last week we did quarterback, running back, and tight end. This week will be wide receivers, offensive tackles, and defensive tackles. Next week we'll do interior offensive line, edge rushers, and the inside linebackers. And then we'll do corners and safeties the week after that. And then the week after that, episode 45 is draft night. So for draft night, we will be going live here. Obviously, if we're going to do the first round off the start, we'll have to start earlier. Obviously, the first round starts picks will start at about 6:30 my time, so 8:30 your guys' time. So we'll start a little bit earlier. And then whenever people, I know Ben works a little later, stuff like that, so as people are ready, they can just join in. But we will be live for that. So if you guys want to talk some football during the draft, hop on with us. All right. After that, we've got our top 10 wide receiver duos. We found a list online. We'll talk about that. We'll make our list, and then you guys can throw in your list. We got some Bucks talk. Bruce Arians brought up some stuff about Byron Leftwich and his value to the team offensively. So we'll get into that a little bit later. We've got Richard Sherman doing some broadcaster Bootcamp after he said he didn't want to be a broadcaster. We'll get into that a little bit later. And then obviously the news from today, Deebo Samuel removed the 49ers from all social media. We'll get into our thoughts about that a bit later. As always, we feed off your guys' comments. Anything you want us to talk about, throw it in there. We'll discuss it. We love the back and forth with you guys. Love hearing your thoughts on everything. Like, share, follow on Facebook, Bucks Report, What's Happening NFL, North Sports Dynasty. Subscribe if you're on YouTube to Bucks Report or North Sports Dynasty, wherever you're watching from, or both if you want to. Let's have some fun here. Oh, whoops. Okay. First, I'm going to bring in one of the co-hosts here. I'll bring in Ben. How are we doing, Ben?
Good, Alex. How you doing, man?
Doing well. Glad to have the whole crew back again.
Yeah.
It'll
We
be
need
nice.
the family back, man.
Yeah. All right, and then Johnny will bring himself in when he's done doing his magic in the background there. And then now, before we get started here, I'm going to bring in the guest host. He's been on here the last few weeks, as I said before. How are we doing, Alec?
Doing good.
Don't interrupt him during his big go.
Yeah.
All
right.
Behind the scenes. Sorry.
It's okay. Everybody's thirsty. It's cool.
It's not beer time, thank God.
No, it's soda. So relax.
Not getting too riled up this time?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. So I'll start with the news, and then obviously when Johnny brings himself in, we'll do the thing we normally do. We'll just recap what we've already discussed, get his opinions on it. So we've got today the Houston Texans agreed to terms on a 2-year extension with Brandon Cooks through the 2024 season. He's no longer on the trade block, not available for teams to trade for For me, this is huge because it gives Davis Mills that number one target to look at. Allows Nico Collins to stay as your number 2, or you can draft a guy in the 2nd or 3rd round this year, slide into that number 2 role. This is big for Davis Mills.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're rebuilding for sure. But Collins and Brandon, if they want to keep Collins, and then Cooks obviously is a solid receiver. So it's a good start, and we'll see what happens. If David Mills is going to be the future, the signing certainly helps. It'll help him, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. Alec, got anything to add on that?
That hit right on the money.
All right. So, Tyrann Mathieu news. Obviously, he talked to the Bucs. I believe it was last week. This week, he met with the Saints, and he had a virtual visit today with the Eagles. So he's starting to kind of get some traction here, get some teams looking at him.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, trying to see what fits him the best, like, maybe from a money and championship level, perspective.
Yeah.
So he's going to try to get both, and it'll be a team that won't give him big money, but at the same time will give him a chance to be on a championship team. So he's weighing all options. It's normal. A lot of people do that. So
to me, I think if you're looking at the two teams now, Philadelphia gives them the better option, both money and championship aspiration-wise.
Yeah.
And him and Darius Slay and Anthony Harris in the backfield, and then you get a corner with one of your 2 first-round picks this year, that's going to be nasty. That's a nasty secondary.
Yeah, and that veteran experience, that's the key, too. And, for a young team like Philly, I mean, they made the playoffs last year with youth. Think about that. So if they add a veteran on there to that backfield,
with championship experience.
Yeah, and he's got to stay healthy, though. That's another key. So
absolutely, yeah.
I think the Eagles would be the best option at this point. The Bucs, we've already pretty much we'll get to that news, but we've pretty much signed the safeties. So I think that kind of leaves them out of the mix there, but I could see Philly.
Alec, anything to add?
Yeah, I can agree with Ben on that one. It says when New Orleans, like you said previously, it's more about, I say it's more about money wise with him, and then the Saints, they're probably just gonna give him like the contract, like probably like a little bit less than what he wants, or a little bit, probably like a 2-year contract with like less money than he's targeting for. Philadelphia's probably giving him that money. I think there's because there's like another team in the running for him. But I see like the Saints not being an option for him because he's probably gonna go for that big payday.
Keep an eye on Washington as well.
That wouldn't be bad.
I saw this earlier and chuckled. Yeah.
You guys mentioned Davis with Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't catch all that. What was that one?
No, Davis Mills and Brandon Cooks 2 years. Re-signed him for 2 years.
Yeah, the 2-year extension. Just saying it's a big thing for Davis Mills. It gives him that number 1 receiver.
That's a good thing for Davis Mills, and see what they do in the draft. That's. I think they need to build around Mills right now because
absolutely
he's a good quarterback. If they go and toss him away, but who knows what they're going to do? You know what I mean? But if they toss him away, they're tossing away a good quarterback.
Yeah, well, if Davis Mills walked into the draft this year, he'd probably be going number 2.
1.
Oh yeah, a team might have traded up with Jacksonville to get him. He's the best quarterback if he goes into this class by far.
Yep, he is.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could have personally seen a team trading up to 1. I would have been. That's the one quarterback I would have been okay with Detroit taking it to. I would have been okay with Davis Mills. But yeah,
You heard it here, everyone. Alex said he would be okay with a quarterback at number 2.
No.
There we go.
Davis Mills at number 2.
All right, I'm writing that down. Yep. Okay.
There's no Davis Mills this year, so no quarterback at number 2.
Well, you said take a quarterback at number 2. You didn't say.
I am hoping there's a quarterback taken at number 2. I hope the Lions
Malik Willis got it.
I honestly, I hope the Saints trade those picks they got now and their second round pick, because it actually sounds like that might be a thing.
No, I would do
Malik
that.
Willis at 2.
If that happens, you do it, dude. You
That would give the Lions five picks in the top 50.
If you guys don't trade back, I still see you taking Aiden Hutchinson. I don't think the Jaguars are going to take him. I think
I don't think so at this point either.
I think they'd take Jordan Davis before they take Aiden Hutchinson, and that would leave him right there for you guys.
And I think if it's an edge at this point, I think it's Trayvon Walker. I
was going to say that, yeah, Trayvon Walker.
Just because of that versatility.
Yeah.
Because he could play a 3-tech at the next level.
Have we seen him play a 3-tech? I haven't seen him play.
That's what he played all year.
In Georgia?
Yeah. He didn't play edge for Georgia this year.
Oh, that's right, he did. That was
they brought Jordan Davis out on the
right.
It was Davis, Wyatt, and Walker were a 3-man rotation.
Right.
Which is absolutely insane because they might all be first round picks.
There's going to be at least 6 Georgia players gone in the first round, at least.
I'm pretty close to it. You got Davis, Walker, Wyatt, Nakobe Dean, George Pickens, maybe with the run on receivers. That's probably going to happen.
Yeah,
that is a rich draft right there of defensive players, dude. I mean, I really can see the majority of them have at least a 7 or 8 year career, at least. Good 7-8 years, easy.
Well, we can't. I don't try to count the careers because.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying the talent. I'm speaking from a talent level right now.
Right.
Like their talent level.
Yeah.
I think Aiden Hutchinson is going to be a great player, man. I think he's out of the defensive the edge rushers. I think Hutchinson.
Already acknowledge Kyle's friendship all the freaking time.
Got that it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree. And at this point, to me, like I'm at the point where I almost have to accept that Thibodeau is a real possibility.
Oh,
because they don't send 7 guys to Oregon's pro day if they don't think he might be the guy there.
I'm so sorry if you get him.
They do it all the damn time. They fall in love with these guys and their names and shit, and they ignore the tape that they've already seen and go with the knee-jerk reactions. It happened last year where everybody pushed what the hell's his damn name? Jaguars quarterback.
Oh, Lawrence.
They pushed Lawrence way up, way too high, comparing him to Luck and shit. He is not Luck, guys. He's not. He's not even close. And
who said that?
All the draft.
Analysts. Every analyst everywhere was saying he's the next Andrew Luck.
Yeah, that's
Bruce Arians.
That was what his comparison was.
That's what I would do.
He treat them like Andrew Adams.
Speaking from an Oregon fan, he won't fit in your guys' defense.
He's not going to fit in any defense because he's got to fit in the locker room first.
Yeah.
Watching him play, he had a few upsides, but his injuries.
He's got ridiculously good talent. He's ridiculously talented. He just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, he has work ethic is garbage.
Yeah,
his attitude is garbage. There's nothing on.
Even when we were losing, he basically just gave up on the team every freaking time.
And how many times do these teams have to take a risk on somebody like this, and they bust before they figure it out? I mean, come on, guys. This is your life. Figure it out. You know, if it walks like a dog, pisses like a dog, craps like a dog, it's a dog. Come on.
I mean, Oregon's track record is we don't really produce that many NFL talent, so
it's a system school.
Lineman last year.
The Pac-12 makes players look good.
Yeah, it's because there's no defense.
Yeah.
They say there's no defense in the Big 12. There's no defense in the Pac-12.
Why do you think Lincoln Riley left Oklahoma to go to USC? Because he knows they're going to the SEC. He's like,
well, Washington
going this way.
They have a good defense. They just have never had a good friggin' offense.
Yeah, the one year they had a good offense with like Jake Browning and all them, and made the playoffs. They had no defense that year. They always have one or the other.
It's like they sound like the Detroit Lions, don't they?
Did you say Tigers, Johnny?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I lived looking out my front window at that stadium every morning for 12 years, dude. So it's kind of stuck in my head.
Okay, fair.
See,
all right.
Brian just messaged me today, so it's been a miracle. With all the stuff I share on Facebook, he's actually gave me a pass today.
Yeah, just don't talk about it on the show, and you'll be fine.
I'm not saying it.
Nope. All right, Johnny, we discussed it already. Do you have anything for the Tyrann Mathieu free agency stuff here?
You guys pretty much covered it. I think he's looking for that middle ground right now on his contract with a good team, and somebody's going to pay him a little bit better than these other teams are willing to pay right now. He knows he's not getting top dollar anymore. So yeah, he'll land somewhere, but it won't be here.
I personally think it's either Philly or Washington.
I'm glad. Like, the more I look at it with the Keanu O'Neal deal, I'm kind of glad they went that direction, because Tyrann Mathieu, it's more about, like, I'm seeing that they're going more age than talent. I mean, not talent, because they're both good. I can see them more going for, like, more leadership roles in the defensive back room. Because if you put Tyrann Mathieu, he has, like, somewhat leadership. But if you get, like, somebody like Keanu O'Neal and you have Logan Ryan, that's basically gives upside to Winfield and Mike Edwards for years to come down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle's got a pretty good question there, that last one. I think no and no, honestly, for the first two questions. But what's that team that's most likely to go from worst to first in their division?
I don't know about worst to first, but I think Miami's probably the most improved team out there right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I could see that. Miami. I'm trying to think of the last place teams last.
So you had
no Seahawks. No. No.
Jacksonville, Detroit, Seahawks,
Texans.
Jets. No,
I can see
Jaguars were last in that division.
Probably Denver, but I mean that's because they got Russell Wilson and stuff.
I can't say Washington because they have Carson Wentz as their quarterback.
Well, and the Giants placed last in that division, so.
Jesus, drag racing by somebody's house.
You don't know, man. I charge $50 a car.
Yeah, but and for the NFC South, like, the only competition I really see is the Saints, because they always get us every year, and the Falcons.
The Falcons are, I think, in a better spot than the Saints, honestly.
I don't. I think if the Falcons still had Matt Ryan, I would believe that, but now I can't. I think
they'll make it a game.
Position.
They'll make it a game every time both time they play them, but the Saints, I can't even downplay the Saints, because no matter who they have as their quarterback, they always find some ways. What the fuck is this?
The same thing that it is every Thursday. What do you mean?
It's the cannabis.
No, I got to go with Johnny. I think it's the Saints. I mean, just based off experience. And then, listen, for all we talk about Jameis, he has the experience. And
he's actually improved this year, too.
Yeah, so, I mean, Atlanta, like you said, Matt Ryan's no longer there. Mariota, no, come on. He's not bad.
He's a good fit for that system, though.
Yes, and because he played for it in Tennessee with Arthur Smith, but I don't know. Can you see him going jump frogging over the Saints though? I don't know.
Part of me can, because of who the quarterback is in New Orleans. Without Sean Payton there.
I mean, they didn't have Sean Payton last time. Look what the fuck they did.
Fair enough.
Sean Payton was there last year.
It's like the Bounty Gate 2.0 that happened last year.
I'm just saying, because there's not Sean Payton to limit Jameis Winston.
I still like the coach they have, though, so I'm not taking away much from that. It's still the same team.
Dennis Allen, I don't know that he's that good a coach. He was a terrible head coach last time.
He was a great defensive coach. Maybe he
He's
learned
a good head coach.
like we were repeating.
Okay. What did you just say? You talk shit about everyone saying this all the time. He's a good defensive coach, but he's a head coach.
No, what I'm saying is he's learned to coach. He was a really good defensive coach. He didn't micromanage all his staff.
Okay, I get what you're saying there.
So that I think he's learned, like Raheem Morris and all these other guys.
Okay,
I think he's learned how to manage a team now a little bit.
That hire was because he was in the system.
Yeah.
They hired within. Exactly. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex, tell Alex to get off the soda. Saying the
Falcons are going to tell myself.
They didn't.
Saying Falcons finish better than the Saints, calling it now. I want to see them finishing better than the Saints. It's going to be a neck and neck race with them, but it's not going to be finishing better.
All I'm saying is they're going to be close.
Yeah, it's going to be. I'm not saying they're going to get the second place seed, but I can see it being neck and neck between them two and the Carolina just falling.
I would have liked to see the Falcons make some more moves, or at least try to replace Ryan.
Alex, I'm sober.
Sip.
Foreman thinks the Saints should trade Michael Thomas to the Lions or a different team out there. If we gave up like a second-round pick, I'd be okay with that.
But, slant boy. Yeah, that's me.
I don't think the Saints should give him up.
No,
because you got to have somebody for Jameis.
Yeah.
So who do you think? Like
now they got 2 first-round picks. You go get at least 1, if not 2 receivers.
So wait, Michael Thomas, right? He's still on his. I know last year he took the year off because his injury still. How many years does he have left? It's like 1 or 2 years, right?
Right. They reduced his contract, right?
Yeah. I think he's got.
They reworked it. I think they need to draft a receiver. One of their picks.
Sadly, I can see this.
I could see that. I also wouldn't be shocked if they go out for quarterback.
Right.
This is definitely not the draft to do it, but that's the only thing I see.
Personally, for receivers, because it's receiver but first because you got Chris Olave, you got Drake London.
What do they got next year in their drafts?
Who, the Saints?
Yeah,
I think they gave up their first round pick next year. They gave it to the Eagles.
They did. Yep.
So they're probably going receiver. It has to be a receiver or quarterback.
See, the Eagles won that trade. They won that trade.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, because now they'll have 2 first-round picks next year.
So I don't think the Saints are going to go quarterback unless it's. I don't know. Jameis is going to be their quarterback for 2 years. We know that because they're paid. It's paid for.
That's probably a development.
Yeah.
If they were to go quarterback, it'd be a developmental quarterback.
That's why I think they might, if they're going to trade up for a quarterback, it might be Malik Willis because he's going to need 2 years to develop.
Oh my God.
He's more than that, but okay.
So you go get your guy that a lot of people seem to think is going to be great in a couple of years. I don't think so. But
okay, I get it. They're going to get Malik Willis this year. Next year, they're going to get Greg Roman from the Ravens. And then they're going to put them together.
Oh, wait, mark it. 23 minutes in. 23 minutes in.
And this here is why I think they're going quarterback this year, because they gave up that first for next year in the heavy quarterback class.
Right. That's the dumbest thing I can think of right there. That's why I asked if they had a first round pick next year.
That's quarterbacks next year.
I think they gave away their second round pick next year too. They gave away their second round pick next year also.
No, second round pick in 2024. So we've got the trade details here.
Oh, wait. This is breaking news. Look, Andrew left-handedly said something good about the Saints.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
That
Take
is
your
amazing,
screenshots,
Andrew.
people. Take your screenshots. This is never going to happen again.
You will never see this again.
We broke up Bucks Report history today.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So here's the details of that trade. So the Eagles get the 18th pick this year, 3rd round pick this year, 7th rounder next year, or this year, sorry, and a 1st and a 2nd in the next 2 drafts. 1st round next year, 2nd round the year after. And the Saints get the 16th and 19th picks this year and a 6th round pick.
Jeez. Not only the Eagles are good right now, they're just going to get better. Look at that. If they don't screw it up.
Now, see, this
Lord willing.
This could also be a cap trade.
What do you mean?
To get the
like
Saints back onto a normal cap situation.
But then why would you pick up 2 firsts this year?
But because they can take those firsts this year and replace the players that they have to replace next year.
Okay, I see what you mean there. I thought you were saying
a 1-for-1
move the pick for like
that would be actually the smart thing to do, because then they'd get back under the cap for next 3 or 4 years, and then worry about it then.
Yeah. Corin thinks it's a bad trade for the Dolphins to move Devontae Parker.
Nope, not wrong. Where was you at?
The last one there, yeah. He says it's a bad trade for the Dolphins to move Parker. The offense could have been fun to see Hill and Parker. Parker was going to be the 4th receiver in that offense. They paid Cedric Wilson to be that 3rd receiver, and Waddle and Hill are your 1A and 1B. So if you can get something for Devontae Parker, which they did, what did they get? You got a 3rd-round pick next year for Devontae Parker and a 5th this year. I mean, why not? It's not great that you moved him in division, where he gets to see you twice a year, but I don't think it's a bad trade, personally.
No, I mean, you already got 3 receivers for the Dolphins, You got to move
you still
somewhere.
got Preston Williams, and you've got lower tier receivers to be that 4th and 5th.
Right.
You don't need Devontae Parker to sit on the bench and be your 4th and 5th and get pissed off.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So, Kyle, in response to Andrew, somebody call him a fucking ambulance.
You fucking ambulance.
All right, there goes Alec.
He's going to go play with Kyle. His little whatever Kyle said. He's going to go acknowledge his friendship.
Yeah, whatever that means.
He tried to multitask. Didn't work.
All right, so with the Brian Flores class action suit there, he's got some backup coming in more and more. He's got former head coach Steve Wilkes and former assistant Ray Horton are joining him. Anyone got anything to add on that?
Well, it's a statement. It's a statement. I mean, more than anything else. I mean, if they were really going to go after the NFL, I would think it would take more than those 2, and then have people that aren't African American to make it so that there'd be solidarity on that in that loss. It would help. But I think at this point, they're not going to sue for money. This is just more of a keep an eye on the NFL. Yeah, bring awareness. So
same kind of thing that. Sorry, I just saw Alex comment there saying blame the MacBook.
Always got to blame something, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh shit! What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
God damn it, Alec!
I can barely remember what I'm saying.
Distracted me with his MacBook.
Fucking MacBook. Yeah.
We were talking about the lawsuit. The lawsuit.
Yeah.
You said there was a similar case or something.
I like butts though,
and I cannot lie. The other brothers can't deny.
I can't remember what I was going to say, so we'll move on.
Okay.
It was brought up a bit earlier, but Keanu Neal signed with the Bucs. They're going to return him to the safety position that he originally came into the league as.
That was a very good signing right there, man.
Yeah,
I agree.
Probably the sneakiest, best signing we did all year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like Logan Ryan, now Keanu Neal. Oh, my God.
Yep. I mean,
gives that veteran experience to that young backfield.
And they're not old either. They're young themselves,
Exactly. They're not.
Well, Logan Ryan's a bit older.
Well, but I mean, compared to a Matthew is he older than Matthew or younger than Matthew?
I think he's just a bit older. Yeah, Matthew's up there, but I think Logan Ryan, you're looking at 32, 33.
Okay.
But he's still a valuable safety.
Right. Yeah.
Focus,
hair bun.
Alex.
Hair bun.
Yeah. But Keanu Neal's going to be great for that as that rotational guy. Logan Ryan, I think, is going to be more that locker room and kind of practice field kind of guy. I think he's going to be used when they need him. But I think you're going to see a lot more of the
Mike Edwards. You're still going to see Edwards and
Edwards,
like
Winfield, and I think Neal's going to be that third guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Logan's going to be that AQ Shipley.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you mean like turn head coach or coaching after that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Kind of what Richard Sherman did too. Like.
Yeah.
Another thing to look at is Logan Ryan has experience playing corner as well. So this gives you that kind of
losing Sherman to broadcasting, which he swore that he was never going to be a broadcaster.
Yeah.
He's going to have. They got to replace him with another coach.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a weird one. You say you're never going to go to broadcasting. Yeah, you have your own podcast that you release every week,
right?
And then you go to broadcasting boot camp. Like,
yeah, come on, dude,
make up your mind, man.
Jahan Dotson, Corey,
and he's not going to make it to the Lions. There's the Packers, the Chiefs. That you guys, if he's there, might still draft him. The Bills could draft him.
Oh, we're not drafting a wide receiver at our first pick. That's not happening.
If he's there, I don't see him not drafting because he's too talented.
Yeah. No, we just have too many receivers right now, dude.
There's times when you just can't pass up on somebody, and
does OJ Howard ring a bell to you? That was a luxury pick, and then look what happened there.
If Dotson fell to you, then you would have to. He's got the best hands in the draft.
I'm not denying that. He's very talented. I'm just saying.
I'm talking about you. We're drafting best player available right now, really, because we're not going to be able to continue overpay players. So
no, I know.
On Dotson, it's not just a luxury pick; it's also a value pick. Understand?
No, I understand. I just think there's more important positions you could draft right now that
every
can actually play.
Is important right now. I mean, we need defensive tackle. We need wide receivers. I can say
look what happened to your wide receivers late in the season.
Oh, I understand that.
Look what happened to the wide receivers.
Yeah, that's my point. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
I know, but I mean, is that going to happen every year? You know, we just ran into bad luck
right now.
Okay,
Bucs fans, you can kiss Zion Johnson goodbye. He's not going to be there at 27.
No,
he will not be there. So move on from that. Travis Jones,
baby.
I personally think what the Bucs should do is trade into that early second round. Someone like the Jets that has 35 and 38. Hell, maybe the Lions with 32 and 34.
I don't like moving back from that spot where we're at because you don't get that much value out of it. You get an extra fifth. I don't care about an extra fifth.
Yeah, I mean, fair. But to me, there's so much. We said it already. You're going to get quality guys in the third, fourth, fifth round.
Well, you just mentioned it.
So Travis why not Jones. Add picks?
You just mentioned Travis Jones. You're not going to get a Travis Jones if you pass on Travis Jones. That's what I was trying to tell Ben too. You're not going to get a Jahan Dotson if you pass on him. You're not going to get one of those type of players because Jahan Dotson and Jameson Williams are right there together at the back. Well, I got Dotson a little bit higher ranked, but according to everybody else's boards, it's Jahan Dotson, Jameson Williams, right?
But I'm just talking about like, what would you rather pick, a wide receiver or a defensive tackle right now? If you're
dude, I'm a defensive guy. I'm always drafting defense. Okay, but I understand value and how teams build. And if you all right, you can't go into a 17-game season as we did last year and lose every wide receiver we got and have to depend on Cyril Grayson and what's
Rashad Perriman
and those guys to pull us through. You can't do it. You're going it's the way teams are going to have to start thinking too. That paying them wide receivers that big ass money is going to start cutting wide receivers because people.
But what if we lose Villa? What if we lose somebody like a Villa, or we lose somebody like a Ndamukong Suh?
You got
what if God forbid they get
Roach is a damn good backup. You got Golson over there, also. You got, but yeah, I agree with you. When you lose a Ndamukong Suh, which we're probably going to, then you have to replace that. Travis Jones, to me, is the number one pick right now for us.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. But over
if you're a GM and you're looking
receiver?
at Jahan Dotson fall right there in your lap, and you know next year there's no Jahan Dotsons out there, or the year after, you start thinking money and how it's going to affect how you're paying out your cap.
Yeah.
They don't
guess we'll respectfully
agree
to disagree on that.
GMs don't look just for this year. They have to look.
No, I understand that. But we're also a win now team, and we want to draft somebody that can actually put them in the rotation to play.
It's also a team that's looking to keep its foundation solid.
And to go after what you just said there, Ben, Jahan Dotson's going to walk in and at worst be your number 3 receiver on any given Sunday.
No, I agree. I'm just saying, would you take him over a defensive tackle, one of these defensive tackles?
I would take him over
right now.
Jones if I had the choice between the two. Yes,
I would too, because Jahan Dotson, this might sound a little weird. Jahan Dotson's a better receiver than Travis Jones is a defensive tackle in your system to me. It's more valuable, and I think it's going to be a better fit, personally. And I think
so because the backups. We got better backups on the defensive line than we do on behind. Anything behind.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I'm just thinking about, because defense ultimately wins you championships. That's what it ultimately does.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking for. I mean, it's a tough call. I'm not going to lie. It's a tough call, but I mean, I just, I don't know.
That's why I said trade. That's why I said trade back a little bit, because I think at 35 or 38, somewhere in there, Travis Jones is still there. I think once you hit 40, then you risk him being gone.
Right. Yeah.
But
Andrew's comment, the only person worse in that group of 3 is Jalen Darden.
And so for this one,
that Johnson, maybe you see more flashes, maybe not as much from Sky Miller.
Darden
absolutely say
He runs scared on punt returns. He runs scared.
Darden and Mickens are the same thing. What was the difference? Did you see any difference between the two?
No.
Nothing. I didn't see anything different.
And here's why I say Dotson would be a great pick there, because even if he's not necessarily better than all 3 right off the bat, which I do personally think he is, it lights a fire under these guys' ass. Like, hey, this is another guy ahead of you if you don't improve. Like, it's going to make these guys have to work harder to earn their spot.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So I understand the O-line pick. I don't think there's going to be an O-line worth taking there for you guys. I don't think there's a first-round offensive lineman at 27.
Not right now, no.
I agree with Andrew's comment. The second one, a little bit. Like where
defensive line is going to be there second and third round. There's good defensive linemen late in this draft, so you can wait a little bit there. Tight end, the best tight end shouldn't go until late second, early third round. And corner, again, you're going to get a good corner in the third round. So to me, if someone like Dotson or Jamison Williams or someone is there as a wide receiver, jump on that, because you're not getting that quality guy later.
No. And it's a moot point because Dotson's going to be gone. But yes, he is definitely better than Scotty Miller and Johnson and Darden.
Oh yeah. There's no argument with that.
27, so theoretically, right? This is me for you 3. So at 27, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's probably not going to happen on draft day, theoretically, right? So you have Jahan Dotson, and you have best available offensive line. Who do you go with?
Dotson.
Well, who's your best available offensive line? That's the thing. Are we talking a Trevor Penning, a Zion Johnson? If someone like that's there, you take them.
Right. But
But
after there is a big drop off after those guys in the offensive line. There's a lot of offensive linemen out there, but
there's not a lot of good ones.
Right.
Yeah. And there's just going to be too many teams that need those offensive linemen before even the 20th.
Absolutely,
pick. Yeah. So.
Oh, snap. Is that shots fired at Alex?
What did I say about Jalen Reagor?
Oh, snap. Oh, shit.
I don't remember ever talking about Jalen Reagor, so please enlighten me on that.
Who's Jalen?
I could see
trash ass receiver for the Eagles.
I can see where Giants coming from. Like, if you have Jahan Dotson available, like I think next year, I think it's more. I'm not sure like the receiving like draft core next year.
Yeah, it's a drop off. It is. I agree with that. It is a drop off, but
like it all depends on like where the drop off
top
is at. Like because if you have receiving at drop off and you have offensive line like going up in second round next year's draft too, I would say go receiver because at least in the drafts you can at least still build players up. You already have established O line. You can still at least bring them in and like mold them into that O line backup spot for them.
Well, that's
still a moot.
Especially have Chris Godwin and Mike Evans.
He's not going to be there, man.
No,
he's not. But I'm saying like theoretically that'd be.
It's the difference between rookie contracts and wide receiver contract. The wide receiver money everybody's asking for now, and if you're a smart GM, you're going to try to cover your ass by having a good rookie player on your team that can go in there and take the number one spot and still play for the peanuts that he gets on a rookie contract. That's the smart GMing.
Yeah, that's more the point I was trying to get across there too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still wondering what Andrew thinks or is saying I said about Jalen Reagor. That one's bothering me because I can't.
That one's calculated in a first round.
You've got depth on the defensive line, man.
No depth.
We got great depth on the defensive. Roaches is what? What's Roaches? Roaches is nothing. He's just.
What are we even saying? This guy's off the shits tonight.
If you had said no depth on offensive line, then maybe I'd agree with you. But defensive line, you got depth there, man.
We got plenty of depth there. We do want to replace Sue. I don't think we really got the guy. Roaches will be taking his place, imagine. But I would rather have Travis Jones there. I would much rather have Travis Jones there taking his spot.
mean, Ruchas Noches is more of a rotational player, a very good rotation. I don't think he can be a starter.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, he started before without them in the games.
Well, he has, but I'm just saying as a full-time starter, he's better rotationally.
And people forget about.
Just signed depth at D. Oh,
he meant O-line. Yeah. What depth did you guys sign? Did you sign Stinney and Wells and those guys back?
I'm pretty sure he's probably bringing that.
Because they played great for you guys in the playoff game.
He's probably bringing that Bengals player.
Stinney. I'm never going to say. I'm never going to say that Wells is a good offensive lineman. Never. You never catch.
Give me this fucking link.
I'm writing that down. Johnny says you'll never catch him saying Josh Wells is a good offensive lineman. Okay. We'll revisit that in 2024. Right?
25-25.
Okay.
What? Wait a minute. Saints didn't sign Justin Evans. We did.
They did. They did.
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh well, fuck him. Fuck Justin Evans, you bastard.
It was like he was talking good, and then bang.
I was going to give him praise and all that shit. Now, fuck that. Get out of our house. What are they doing? Trying to turn themselves into the Buccaneers? What the fuck, man?
All right. We got the guy ready to defend himself here.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Bring him in.
How's it going, Andrew?
Let's start off with Benning Potato and Willington Prevalon. Do we want to know who these gentlemen are? That's your starting left defensive ends for the Buccaneers. Would you like to know who the defensive piece behind the right defensive end, which is William Golston right now currently is? Nobody. Would you like to know who our wide linebacker is? It's Anthony Nelson. And we got depth on the defensive line. What are we even talking about?
What are you talking about, man?
What are you talking about? I'm pretty sure this whole beautiful thing of a 3-4 defense needs defensive ends. I don't see Ndamukong Suh or JPP on that list, and I'm pretty sure every freaking team that wins a Super Bowl needs a pass rusher. So what are we going to do? We're going to make Shaq Barrett our number one pass rusher and Joe Tryon, which is currently his backup. Like, those guys are going to be our pass rushers going forward with just
Shaq Barrett's a damn good pass rusher.
He is a damn good pass rusher when he has somebody else taking pressure off of him.
From where? From the defensive
from
tackle
the left
spot.
defensive
No.
Benning
From the
potato.
defensive tackle spot is what takes the pressure off the ends.
Okay, and then Raheem Nunez-Roches, which I agree with Mr. Ben Cornett, is a very good rotational player. But who the heck comes in when William Golston needs a break or Anthony Nelson? What?
You missed my point. I said there's still going to be good defensive tackles at your second round pick and probably your third round pick.
Right.
Oh,
These
yeah.
defensive tackles are going to fall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The starting guy for South Dakota State University institution for the guys who don't have a scholarship.
DeMarvin Leal's probably a second round pick around where you guys are. Perrion Winfrey is probably a second round defensive tackle where you guys are. And those are top 5 defensive tackles.
Oh gosh, here we go.
The fuck?
Man.
What?
We want to start getting that type of depth piece. We're looking for starters going forward here. We need
those two are starters.
Who are starters, Alex? Alex, who are starters?
Let's start off with Jalen Reagor. Let's start off with this Jalen Reagor take. I want to get.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
We worked at this beautiful place called Black Mold before, and we had this beautiful conversation when we first met, and you were like, Jalen Reagor, when this guy is going to be able to burn on any offense that he goes on. So you take your number 2 wide receiver on any
everyone
offense.
Was saying that.
Everyone, exactly. And you know what everyone's saying about Jahan Dotson right now? That he's going to be a great Chris Godwin. I understand the tape looks good, but guess what? Some people just have a different mindset when they come into the NFL. And if you go look at the personality trait that this guy's actually been having with real scouts, he is a great kid. He is really good at the books, but he's also a little bit more of an outspoken guy on the outside of things, which also gets people in trouble, which is the same reason why Kayvon Thibodeau is falling out of the top 5 as a pick. So no.
Wait. No.
He's falling because he's
Kayvon Thibodeau has put himself out because he doesn't play every down. He puts himself out because he doesn't have a good work ethic. And it isn't because of his mouth. We've heard mouths all along, all over the place. We heard mouths out of
his mouth has definitely not helped him either. When people are like, "You're like Jadeveon Clowney," and he's like, "Yeah, damn right, I'm Jadeveon Clowney."
Yeah.
So yeah, he ain't doing a very good job.
No.
And he follows in Jadeveon's footsteps to a T.
Listen, if the Bucs are sitting there, the Bucs, the Bucs have done really good drafting. I'm not going to deny that. The Bucs have done an absolutely fantastic job drafting the last couple of years here, especially with what we did with the tight end a couple of years ago. That's why I actually don't mind. OJ sucked, but yeah, he had some injury problems. That's it is what it is. That's why I got no problem going up. We went up and we got Joe Tryon round-ish than we needed to, but it was the fit and it was what the Buccaneers wanted. That's why I think it's going to be someone that we're looking at in the second round that's probably going to be in the first. Do I think it's a running back? No, but I'm starting to get a weird fucking feeling that it might actually be. But I'm more looking at probably Trey McBride. And then them going up in the second round and being like, screw it, give us the Florida running back. The Buccaneers might just say literal talent at positions that they are literally low at. They might say, we need that. And start signing the veteran guys after the draft when they're like, oh, Buccaneers need help here. Let's sign here.
Well, and that's what I was going to get at with the defensive lineman, too. That's what I was going to get at. There's still some good quality veteran.
Yeah. I'm not going to be mad. Hey, guys, I'm not going to be mad if we draft Dotson at all. I mean, I think he is good. But I'm just saying, were we you're saying, Andrew? The depth.
Wow. Discussion about what we were going to do because we're not going to take Dotson.
Yeah, Dotson's not going to be there.
Probably not. I'm just saying if he's still there, and then Travis Jones is still somebody like still there.
Travis Jones is probably another one that I'm thinking because you got to start looking at the way that we did last year
Jones
too.
Is probably I got him locked in now. That's my pick for 37 or our pick 27.
I think the Bucs could trade back in the first round too with somebody and probably still end up getting them.
That's why
I think they get more value trading back in the second round because you only get 2 picks out of the 27th pick if you're trading back. If you trade back in the second round, then you're getting more value there. It's we do need a 5th and a 6th round pick though. So that's why I got no problem. If the Bengals for some odd reason were like, listen, we want Trey McBride a little bit more than you guys. We'll toss you a 4th and a 6th. It'd be like, cool.
Give us a fifth for another year and we'll call it even, right? Boom. Then we got a couple more picks for this draft, and I'd be happy with that too.
That's my surprise for this draft, by the way, is I think the tight ends are going to go a little bit faster because there's only 5 tight ends that are really going to be maybe impact players. I think they go a little bit faster in this draft.
They could be gone by the middle of the second round, personally. Right. Like, there could be a quick run on them.
What's the Jets' last pick there?
They have 35 and 38.
That's the last one they have is 38, right?
In the second round, yes.
That's the one I think that they take the tight end with. And I bet you it's that Ruckert dude that was like a diehard fan of theirs, and they like him and all that other stuff too.
Well, and that's kind of what I was thinking is I could honestly see the Bucs, as I said before, trade 30, like the Jets trade 35 and some later picks to get to 27. And maybe that's where they go receiver. Go defenders with your first 2 picks, slide back into the first round and get your receiver.
Okay, that comment was a little too low. The
what?
Austin Severian Jenkins trash with Bucks. He was more helpful than OJ Howard was.
Off-field issues as well.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it was alcoholism.
It was like trash.
He said he never wanted to play football.
Yeah, it was all about money for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he went to the Jets and he got paid after that for a bit.
Let's face it, our best tight end that we've brought in here in the last 15 years has been a walk-on with Cameron Brate.
Damn right.
Yeah. I agree.
Harvard graduate.
Go ahead and sign Gerald McCoy.
Go ahead.
Honestly, yeah.
He wouldn't be coming back to us.
South, they're like signing within. You got
Andrew. If you look at McCoy's tweets, he's begging for the Bucs to sign him.
I know,
kissing their ass I know he's not doing that. I'm just saying he's kissing their ass like every time he's on social media. Like,
why does he want to get beat up so bad? Because as soon as he walks in that locker room and tries
what he wants?
Baby ass shit, Sue's gonna knock the shit out of him.
He needs to get over it. We broke up with you, dude. I mean, we've moved on.
Yeah,
get over it. You're like that ex-girlfriend that
the psycho ex.
Yeah, the psycho ex. How could you do this to me?
Well, very easily. Watch, I'll do it again.
He sees Bruce Arians leaving. He's like, I can't get backhanded here.
Well, since we've been talking the rookies, do we want to get into our positional rankings?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Might as well.
And it's quite convenient since wide receiver and defensive tackle are both in the rankings tonight.
Oh, there we go.
Let's start with these wide receivers here. Who wants to go first?
How about I?
We're just doing 1 through 5.
Okay.
All right.
I got at number 1. I got Garrett Wilson from Ohio State.
Okay.
Number 2, I got Drake London from USC. Number 3, I got Trayvon Burks, Arkansas. Number 4 is kind of a surprise, but he's kind of, growing on me a little bit. Christian Watson, North Dakota State.
Oh, okay.
And then number 5, I got Chris Olave, Ohio State.
Okay. All right. Alec, we'll go to you next.
That's weird that me and Ben have like the same top 5, minus like one player. Yeah, one player. But number 1, I have Garrett Wilson. Number 2, I have Drake London. Number 3, I have Chris Olave. Number 4, I have Jahan Dotson. And number 5, I have Treylon Burks.
All right. Andrew.
What?
Hey, got a top 5 receivers?
Yeah, they're like, okay, so 5 would 5 would be George Pickens. 4 would be 4 would be Jamison Williams. 3 would be Olave. 2 would be Drake London, and number 1's Treylon Burks.
All right.
I fucking love Treylon Burks.
Yeah, he's gonna be special.
Yeah, he is.
To me, realistically, you can put any of these guys 1 through 5. Number 5, I have Chris Olave. Number 4, I have Treylon Burks. Number 3, I have Jamison Williams. Number 2, I have Garrett Wilson, and number 1, I have Drake London.
Oh, you really like Jamison Williams, don't you?
I really do. To me, he was my number one receiver going into the national championship game, and he tore his ACL.
Yep.
To me, he's still way up there.
I got a question mark about him, but he's at 5 on me. I'll give mine. At 5, I have Jameson Williams. At 5, this is a trick one. At 5, I have Chris Olave. I got them tied. I couldn't separate them.
Okay.
4, I have Jahan Dotson. Garrett Wilson at 3rd. Treylon Burks 2nd, and Drake London's still 1st for me. I like the guy. I like I just like everything about the guy.
All right. So there's a lot of similarities across the list there. The majority of the receivers are in most of our lists.
Most of these have stayed pretty tight.
Yeah.
I've kept mine pretty much the same because I haven't seen anything to change that throughout the offseason.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to offensive tackles. Ben, we'll go back to you.
Okay. Well, I'm going 1 through 5. So number 1 overall would be Evan Neal, Alabama. Number 2 would be Akeem Iguanu, NC State. Number 3, I got Charles Cross, Mississippi State. Number 4, I got Trevor Penning, Northern Iowa. And number 5, I actually got Tyler Smith from
Holy
Tulsa.
fuck, Ben, stop it, dude.
I agree. Stop it. All right.
You like that,
Alec?
don't you? No.
Oh, shit. This is offensive
Your turn.
offensive tackle.
Yeah.
So number 1, I have Evan Neal. 2, I have Charles Cross. Number 3, I have Akeem Iguanu. Number 4, I have Tyler Smith. Number 5, I have Nick Petit-Frere.
You don't. Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
No Trevor Penning.
Going off the books here.
Just saying, Aiden Hutchinson made Nicholas Petit-Frere his bitch, but okay.
Own that motherfucker too.
Yeah. All right, Andrew.
What?
Your top 5 offensive tackles.
Offensive tackles or linemen?
Tackles.
Number 5 is Daesh. Number 4 is Penning. Number 3 is Neal. Number 2 is Cross, and number 1 is Iguanu.
Oh, okay. Neal at 3. I like the difference there.
Huh.
So I'm gonna go 5 through 1. This is gonna sound really familiar because Ben just said the exact same shit I'm about to say. So
Yeah.
Tyler Smith is 5, Trevor Penning 4, Charles Cross 3,
My God,
Ike
dude.
Iguanu 2, and Evan Neal 1. Johnny, I'm assuming you got the same damn thing.
I got the same exact thing except for the 1 and 2 spots. I got Iguanu at number 1 and Neal at 2.
Okay. I like that there's a difference in Evan Neal there. We've got 1, 2, and 3. And then we've got Alec with Trevor Penning not even in the top 5. That still blows my mind.
That does. I saw this dude get owned by, so I'm putting him up there, bud.
Yeah.
Alec reminds me of the guy that hired Urban Meyer. Like, this sounds like a great idea. Let's just do it. Like, do you want to listen to what anybody else has to say? Fuck no, I got my own mock draft, bitch.
Fuck all y'all.
Fuck all y'all. Urban Meyer. Get that racist dude who he's best friends with, too. Bring him in. Why not?
Defensive
Sorry, go
tackles.
Oh, good. All right, defensive tackles.
Okay. Number 1, I have Jordan Davis from Georgia. Number 2, Devontae Wyatt from
Son of a bitch.
Georgia. Number 3, Travis Jones from UConn.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
I don't have motherfucker on my list, but
It's a 7th round pick.
yeah. 8th round. Now, number 4, I got Perion Winfrey from Oklahoma.
Oh, my God, there's at least one difference.
Yeah.
Number 5, I have DeMarvin Neal from Texas A&M.
We got the same exact team except different positions.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
All right, Alec.
Speaking of motherfuckers.
Me. Is it on me
Good
again?
segue there. Good segue.
Thank you, Mafia King.
Alec, you don't. What?
I
Sorry.
love you too.
For defensive tackles, number 1, I have Jordan Davis. Number 2, I have Perrion Winfrey. Number
Wow.
3, I have DeMarvin Leal.
Wait,
Number
what
4, I
did he
have
say?
Travis Jones. And number 5, Devontae Wyatt.
So he has Davis 1, Winfrey 2, Leal 3, Jones 4, Wyatt 5.
Okay, so he's still got them all in there, just all
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Andrew.
That's a motherfucker over there.
There's hold on. Like, what are we classifying as defensive? It's a tackle. It has to be a tackle.
Tackle.
Defensive tackle,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay,
3
so that
tech
means
nose.
3 tech, no, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, doesn't that technically mean DeMarvin's an edge then?
No, he's
because there's a couple
he's
that
kind
I
of
would,
a defensive lineman. Like he can play either way.
Yeah,
because
there's a lot.
There's a couple other ones that like I would throw like in the mix, but I just don't know what you would call them. Like a Nogbar would be one, because I don't know if you would call him edge or not there, right?
Trayvon Walker could play a 3 tech.
That's another one too. But like if you're just asking mine, like Logan Hall's at number 5 for me because I think he's an all-around lineman as well.
Okay, I like that.
Jones is number 4. And DeMarvin Leal I do put at number 3, but it was also like, I mean, he's kind of an edge too. Devontae Wyatt number 2, and then Jordan Davis number 1. Like you can't take those Georgia guys away from each other. They're just inseparable.
DeMarvin Leal's a lot like Roach's. He's considered a defensive tackle, but he can play edge and everything.
Yeah,
that's a good comparison. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So again, it's gonna sound a lot like Ben's. So
nice.
Number 5, I have Perry and Winfrey. Number 4, I have DeMarvin Leal. Number 3, Travis Jones. Number 2, Devontae Wyatt. And number 1, Jordan Davis.
Well, you just said mine, so I don't have to go.
All right.
I have a question. Can you pull up the last comment that just came up into the thing there? Because I just have a now put it up. Who the fuck is the other Andrew? Huh? Y'all been trying to find another Andrew for your shows and stuff, huh? Trying to find another funny ginger? Huh? Has he got long fucking luscious hair like me too? Come on, Ben.
Wait a minute.
That's motherfucker. That's Andrew motherfucker.
Andrew, look
from
she's comparing
from Saskatchewan.
me and you, dude.
Yeah, remember?
Me and you.
How do you come to that, Mona?
Okay, whoa.
I'm old and bald, and I'm not a Viking.
She goes from the other Andrew from Canada and says you are the only one. Then why'd you say the other Andrew?
You must have meant from Saskatchewan
we just had to clear the air, obviously. Yeah. Wait, are we talking about
Nova Scotia?
Are we talking about my different personalities in different provinces?
Maybe.
Oh, we're from the East Coast, eh? I'm the foods from East Coast. Yeah.
I was like, your East Coast, your first one there sounded like fucking Jar Jar Binks.
Mona, all I can say is, hey, post a picture of that bud you're smoking.
She's not smoking bud. She's smoking margaritas.
Yeah.
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. What? Sorry, I'm the one that's smoking right now. Sorry.
Kick-ass song, though.
It is a kick-ass song.
Yeah. It absolutely is. All right, what do we want to talk next?
That other Andrew from Canada.
Debo Samuel.
Debo Samuel. That's a good segue.
Lead the talk, Johnny.
Hey, guys, Debo Samuel took all his shit down. I'm not with the 49ers, according to my Instagram and shit.
Does anyone see that this is like, doesn't this happen in the NFL like all the time? Like once there's like a way that some of these stars
leverage.
Stop this shit. He's not going anywhere. He wants more money.
And he's going to get more money from the Niners.
She did get what's his name?
Do they expect Tua to use his right arm? Like what the hell do they gonna do?
He's gonna be too busy.
I'm convinced she wants everybody to go to Miami.
Well,
must be that Florida State mentality, I guess.
Ooh.
Miami mentality.
Alec just got himself canceled on Bucks Report.
Anthony.
Ramona,
what was that, Anthony Brown? I'm sorry.
Not my
Anthony
QB1 no
Brown
more.
to the Bucks.
Not my quarterback no
with
more.
pick
So I worry about
27. Oh, he's about to be your quarterback again.
Oh yeah.
Don't do that.
Tom Brady, who? Anthony Brown's gonna walk in and start.
AB.
If you do that, Johnny's gonna go and beat
Hey.
your ass.
Bucks in the
right.
Super Bowl.
Alex, other AB.
No.
Hey, where's
Honestly,
this? Where's this Super Bowl next time? Where's this-
Arizona.
Yeah.
Man, we're gonna have to go down and see the Swintons if the Bucks go down to the Super Bowl. Like, what is this?
Well, they'll be in Arizona this year too. They play the Cardinals in Arizona.
You can get 2-for-1 special.
She watched that. She watched that video and saw that Tom Brady loves Florida, so she assumes that that's where he's going to be.
He's gonna own them, that's for sure, but not in the way that she's gonna like.
Hey, yo.
Whoa, Alec. Whoa.
No,
Whoa.
fun.
get
And
your
with
mind
the
down.
over,
We
you
got
can see
her
your
out.
friend Ben and his mafia friends.
It's my
Honestly, if you've lived in Florida, then you know that's one of the biggest things the Floridians have wanted to see forever.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
that? The Bucks
A
and the
Bucks
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
It'll be Jags and freaking whatever Orlando team comes up next. It'd be like the Orlando. What's the one of those dumb Madden names that they give them, Alex? Like, Orlando Orbit or something stupid like that.
There's the Wizards.
Orlando Wizards.
Well, they like the Predators. That was their name for years. What was their other name?
Okay, I just thought of a really terrible joke when you said
Yeah. There's plenty of them there.
I was like, that's why they put Disney World there.
Oh, dude.
It ain't just Disney World. It's Wet and Wild, Disney World, every place.
I mean, Wet Wild's already gone already.
You can think of is there, and there's
Yeah,
always
they got rid of Wet
over
Wild,
standing
so.
at the ticket thing. Here, kitties.
Now, hold on. Her last comment there, like, not necessarily just sharks, but like if they called it like the Orlando Great Whites or like the Orlando, well, can't call them the Whites, but like you call them like the Orlando Great Whites. Can't do that. Can't do
Holy
that.
shit. Yeah, Washington just had to get rid of their team name, so you can't do
So now we
that.
can just Orlando Whites. Like, why not?
Oh my gosh. The Orlando Thrashers.
Atlanta would be pissed.
Yeah.
The Orlando Shacks.
There is a Thrashers, ain't there? Somewhere?
Well, they used to be a hockey team in Atlanta.
Were they a hockey team, Alex?
They weren't a good one, but they were a hockey team.
They made it to the playoffs.
You guys
one
need
time.
to watch Shark Week more often. They're not Thrashers, they're Thresher Sharks.
How about
T-H-R-E.
Orlando Bubble? How about the Orlando Bubbles?
I'm
Too
sure.
soon.
I need to.
LeBron James would go play for them.
Right. Yeah.
Shark Week.
At this point,
you mean,
With
you
Steph
mean the
Curry.
shit
Yeah.
that they come up with? That's literally bullshit. There's a lot of that stuff on Shark Week. That is just the stupidest thing I've ever seen. It's like, let's get Shaquille O'Neal in the water and come up with some
That
stupid
was
statistic.
so ridiculous, dude.
It was and I love Shaq. But then they were like, did you know that a great white or whatever can fucking smell blood from 100 miles away? Let's show you how. And I'm like, I hate all of you. I hate Disney. Disney sucks. Discovery sucks. All of them suck. There used to be an Orlando Arena football team called the Orlando
Polar
Predators.
Bears.
I just couldn't get over how bad that could also be.
I mean, they still exist. They still exist.
mean,
the Polar Bears, they actually still
The
exist.
Orlando Predators were a team until Chris Hansen showed up at the game.
Oh shit!
That war on I-4 between them
Same.
and Tampa team, whatever the hell they were called then.
Did Joe Paterno have any ownership of that team?
Jerry Sandusky was an assistant.
Oh my god! Kevin Spacey was coaching.
Oh, no, he was the owner. So nobody can tell him no.
So the Blackhawks, the Chicago Blackhawks, they were part ownership too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they help with the whole. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's move on.
Oh my god. No, okay, yeah, we'll follow right into NFL press. Holy shit! All right. So there's the top.
Didn't Jeffrey Epstein hang out over there one time? I don't. I'm just saying. Sorry.
I didn't want to go there, but yeah.
Okay.
he was the general manager of the Orlando Predators.
Okay, let's get this back on the rails.
All right. Yeah. It says top 10 wide receiver duos. For some reason, they didn't put 10. There's only 9. So top 9 wide receiver duos.
And you guys fill in the 10th.
Yeah, fill in the 10th or change the rankings however you want. Me personally, right off the bat, 1, 2, or 3 or 1, 2, and 3 are totally interchangeable for me. You could say any order for those 3, and I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. Vegas needs to be above Minnesota. I think Devontae and Hunter Renfrow is going to be a better pairing than Jefferson and Thielen, who's starting to decline. To me personally, you might even be able to drop Minnesota below Cincinnati. To me,
Alex, you're not feeling it.
I would definitely drop Keenan Allen to 9.
No, Keenan Allen and yeah. Robert Woods and AJ Brown need to be higher.
Are you not feeling it? Are you kidding me?
That was pretty good.
I said a funny. Wow. Pat on the back.
Holy.
The funniest thing was the reaction.
Don't suck your own dick too hard over there, Alex.
Yo.
Nobody laughed at it. I thought it was so funny. I'm like, how did no one catch that?
It's an NFL edition, not a OnlyFans, Alex. Calm down.
That's why I removed the manager. I just no. You can go now.
Oh,
okay, I'll mute myself. I'm sorry.
Holy shit. All right, so I did my list. Somebody else throw their list out there.
I'll do mine. I'll do one.
Okay.
I'll do it. I will go number 1, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, because they've been, played together for a while.
They're the only one of the top 3 that have played together.
Right, that's what I mean. So I've yet to see the other 2. Like, I'll put Tyreek Hill and Waddle at number 2. Number 3, I'll go Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson. Number 4, I'm going to go Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow. Yep. Number 5, I'm gonna actually go DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett at number 5. Okay. Number 6, I'm gonna go Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Number 7, I'm gonna go Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. Number 8, I'll go Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Number 9, I'll go AJ Brown and Robert Woods. And then number 10, for different reasons, I'm gonna go Kyle and Alec.
That must be that Vegas humor.
That's from that Florida State comment, young man.
My bad. The house never wins there. Don't worry.
Yes,
that's where Vegas. Kyle and Alec are going to meet up. Is Vegas?
This is I'm going to use mine just to argue with Ben.
All right. Let's disagree.
If you're going to beat AJ Brown and Robert Woods, you at least have to have a duo. And Mike Williams and Keenan Allen are not really a friggin' duo because you have to have somebody on the other side of that ball doing the same thing. And
they are.
Mike Williams, they aren't. Come on, man. Mike Williams, he's done. Done. Bye. See ya. Bye.
Mike Williams.
Neither one of them can beat out AJ Brown and Robert Woods. Either one.
Talent alone, yes.
No, man. Have you been watching AJ Brown, dude? When he's healthy, that man's a beast, dude.
Yeah, when healthy. Yeah.
And Robert Woods, I don't even have to say anything about Robert Woods. They shouldn't have to.
They don't.
Come on. Shut up.
No, I just want to disagree with you. We're gonna have
why did everyone show up to the show choosing violence today? Like, what the hell is going on? We haven't been together for like 3 weeks.
We're making up for lost time. We're letting the aggression come out. Yeah.
Man,
you made the show all last week, Alex. # blame Alex.
Blame Alex. Yep.
Blame Alex.
Yeah, let's not say the rest of that hashtag.
May I?
We'll keep it short.
Yeah.
May I?
This ain't the Friday piss session. Come on.
Sorry.
You're right. It's Thursday.
Andrew, do you want to do your list now?
If I may, yes, because I do think this is one of the dumbest lists I've ever seen. Because there's a couple that aren't on here. Like number one, it should be Godwin and Evans, and I don't even care if you're a Bucks fan or not. Like that should be number one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Number two should be Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
Yeah, that's too high.
The reason is because if you go look at the tape, like if we're just talking the 1 year, because there's only 1 year of tape technically of it, right? If you go look at every single time that Jamar Chase was covered, that T. Higgins spot was open almost every single time.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Number three. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. No, I'll wait till after your list.
Okay. I was going to say number three, I would go with the Chargers just because it's on this list there, the Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, because I'm keeping to the guys that have actually played with each other for a little bit here.
Okay.
Like
and number four is not even on this list, and this might surprise a lot of people. DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson.
Thank you. I said that before the show.
Yep, he did.
Yeah, you did. Yep.
DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson have got absolutely no fucking respect from the NFL, and even though they're in our
because
division,
they haven't had a quarterback.
I know,
right.
But even with like what the 10 different quarterbacks they've had in the 3 years, I think that they've been playing with each other and stuff like that, absolutely dominant one of these guys can be on the field at any given time. And it's so stupid that they get no respect because, like, I think that's the reason they brought in Sam Darnold, thinking he could be he can make them work. But the issue was he doesn't work. So
Sam Darnold's the problem.
Yeah. And then so after that, you kind of like you can take all the ones that I skipped over essentially and kind of fill it in. But the only other one that I like and I think is going to do really, really good this year is going to be the Raiders duo there, and Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow. Renfrow is just underrated as all hell.
Shit, Renfrow went last year and took over that number one spot when he needed to.
But here's the thing: number 10, just as like a what do you call it there? Just because it's going to happen, like if you look at the yards that it's going to happen, and just because he is technically the number 2 in there, I'm going to go with Stephon Diggs and Isaiah McKenzie or Gabriel Davis, whichever one that Josh Allen decides to throw to. That guy's just he's going to get the yards.
Well, who's actually listed in that as the number 2?
Yeah. Sorry, Johnny?
Who's listed in that as the number 2?
I
think
it
would be Gabriel Davis because they use McKenzie as that gadget player.
Right.
So yeah, that mine just goes against the grain completely on this one. I'm not necessarily sold on DK and Tyler either. Like I would probably have them at 9 or 10, but I would. And AJ Brown and Robert Woods, it looks good on paper, but so did Julio and AJ Brown, right? So I just need to see what can happen with consistency and all that kind of stuff first.
Fair. My only thing with having Jamar Chase and T. Higgins so high is if we're ranking these guys so low for having no film on them, I think they got to be bumped down a little bit for having 1 year. And if you look at some of these other pairings, yes, Jamar Chase is an elite receiver, but there's so many other elite receivers on here that have better secondary receivers. So to me, that's why, I think to me, 5 or 6 is that kind of sweet spot for them. That's just me personally, but I also, you having the guys that haven't played yet ranked lower, if we were going just the ones that had played, to me, yeah, they're probably 4 for me, or maybe even 3. Make the argument there.
Completely ignoring Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson, and I think that is a hell of a pairing on paper. On paper, but that's what this is all about: is who looks the best on paper.
Now the other one,
Andrew rated just based on the ones we've seen, so that's why his wasn't that high. I kept Kupp and Robinson at 1.
The other one I forgot, and I would even say out of the list that I said there, because that would technically take Tyreek and Jalen out of there just till we can see what happens. Take Jefferson and Thielen and maybe put him at the back end there. I totally forgot. Give me CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup in the top 10 as well.
Okay.
That's a good one, actually. Yeah, I like that.
They had them as the top trio last year, right? We were talking about the top trios, and then all of a sudden they were the Cowboys were coming at us being like, we have the best trio. And it's you make a good point, but now you lost your number 1 starter thinking that CD is going to be the number 1 guy, and Gallup just got paid too. So they're guys that I like as well.
Now, another one to throw out there that isn't going to get a lot of attention is Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel out of Washington.
Yeah.
And it's more for McLaurin than it is for Curtis Samuel. But, I mean, we didn't get to see those two with Samuel healthy. He wasn't really healthy last year.
Well, we haven't seen him with a good quarterback yet either.
And I don't really think that's going to happen this year because Carson Wentz is average.
If that. Yeah, I guess you average. That's
yeah. I was like, I got to give him average at least. Oh, and another one we didn't throw out there. What about Debo and Brandon Ayuk?
Debo and Kittle. Debo, George Kittle, and Brandon Ayuk. Come on.
Well, man. Yeah, if we're throwing in tight ends, then it would obviously be Debo and Kittle. But then I see that look from you, Andrew. You don't think it's obvious that it would be Debo and Kittle?
I think it's obvious.
I think it's obvious that you're missing the fact that even though they all haven't played together, it should be Waller, Devontae, and Hunter at that point.
Well, no, I was just saying that they should definitely be on the list.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were just saying
number one. No.
Yeah, the number one, I would throw the Raiders if we're talking 2 wide receivers and a tight end.
It's definitely Vegas this year.
I like Vegas, and then
if Waller stays healthy, that's the key. If Waller can stay healthy.
Thank you, because I was going to say that I've seen Debo and Kittle 2 years straight ball out.
Yeah,
and Waller had one good year and then started out okay, and then.
But we're talking the trio with 2 receivers and a tight end. To me, Adams, Renfro, and Waller is better than Samuel, Ayuk, and Kittle.
And
okay,
I agree.
Also with that, Waller, one of the reasons he did get banged up is because it was him and Renfro. Like they didn't have a number one; they had a slot receiver and a tight end. Like he got banged up so bad. Now having Adams in there, like Carr may actually be able to eat. And I'm not gonna lie, I went back and looked at some of the tape of Derek Carr and Devontae Adams. There's something there. Like I totally understand why the Raiders did it, man. Like they know exactly what they're doing.
I don't have a doubt about that duo right there, man.
That's Josh McDaniels right there, buddy.
Yeah, it's
knows.
scary. I'm not gonna lie. There's something that when I heard that and I knew that they played together, I'm like, well, let's see what they were like when they played together. It's sexy. It's pretty sexy.
And a lot of people forget right before free agency started this year, Devontae Adams bought that house in Vegas, and Derek Carr is his next door neighbor. A lot of people didn't realize that part. So as soon as that happened and they signed the tag, I was like, I don't think he's staying. Like,
Alec, how about you, buddy? You got anything to add to that?
Is he awake?
Yeah, I'm awake.
Okay.
I saw him squirming down there. So
hands.
There it is. Yeah, there's those hands. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, okay. You top subscriber of my OnlyFans. I don't want to hear anything. So number one, I have
I had
Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. Number 2, I would say Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfro.
Okay.
Based off of what I know they could be as a duo. Number 3, I'll stick with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Huge if, I don't care if Mona gets mad at me, if Tua could throw a deep ball and not overthrow his receivers.
4, he's got to worry about not underthrowing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll take Stealing the Love and drop him down to 7. Number 4, I'll put Jamar Chase and Higgins.
Okay.
For number 5, I'll put DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Number 6, I'll put AJ Brown and Robert Woods. Or I put Feeling the Love at 7. And I'll put Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson. Oh, I forgot about them up there. I take that back. I take that back. I completely
he felt the fuse burning, I think.
It's starting to find where him and Kyle would be at.
Okay. Chris Godwin, Evans, number 1. Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson, number 2. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, number 3. Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow, number 4. Number 5, I'll put Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett at number 6. Feeling the Love would be number 7. AJ Brown, Robert Woods, number 8. And Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, number 9.
What?
Mike Will made it.
I guess with
I
Jerry
feel the
Jeudy,
same way
actually.
about Keenan and Mike. It's got to be a duo. Keenan Allen is good, but Mike Williams has lost it.
Because one thing a top receiver duo is it's one that basically they have the same consistency. And Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, they have the consistency of having the same amount of contribution to the team.
I agree.
So that's why I automatically put them number 1. And from what I've seen from the Vikings, Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen, I haven't seen the same consistency on both ends combined. And I can see Hunter Renfrow if they pull out the Clemson tape they pull a Clemson on Hunter Renfrow, they can have Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow be at least, I would say both would have about. Devontae will have about 1,000 yards plus guaranteed.
That's a strong possibility. They both have 1,000 yards in that.
I would
say like 900 to 900 and above for Hunter Renfrow. 900 and above to be on this, receiving yards.
Here's the thing you got to look at is
Who
Hunter
gets the ball?
Renfrow. Defensively, Hunter Renfrow might be looked at as the third option there with Darren Waller. So you're going to get your third best cover guy in a lot of instances on Hunter Renfrow. Devontae Adams is going to be a lot of top corners in the NFL.
Yep.
So you can pretty much lock him for 1,000 yards as long as he stays healthy. Renfrow against a third option, I would almost guarantee 1,000 yards as well.
I think Renfrow gets the second option because Waller. I think they might want to keep Waller from being overused.
Well, I was just saying how defenses would look at it.
Right.
Josh McDaniels
I did saying like double team basically how they do with Evans and Godwin basically.
Well, Josh McDaniels did come out and say that they are going to use Josh Jacobs and that Morrow, the other tight end, a little bit more in the offense. Like the offense is basically built around Renfrow, Adams, Jacobs, and the 2 tight ends going forward now. So
yeah,
and if they already know what they're building around, kind of thing, like the Raiders can just go pick up offensive linemen and defensive picks for the next couple of years, and they're going to just continuously be scary. So.
Yep.
Yeah, the reason why I put the Chargers at the bottom is because if the Chargers history is shown, they have poor receivers that are like undrafted. They basically equal the workload every year. So it's like they have Keenan Allen as like their primary. Mike Williams is like more like a close third.
Did you just make fun of the Chargers like other 2 wide receivers? Because one of them's fucking Canadian, right? And I'll smack the shit out of you.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Man, such a violent show today.
Calm down, Will Smith.
Keep my name out of your
You keep my wife's name.
After Mike Williams was healthy all year last year, and I had him on my damn fantasy league, I will never put them up there. Get rid of Mike Williams.
A couple weeks, though.
Get rid of Mike Williams and go ahead and get Keenan Allen somebody to work with, and I'll
So that's where the hatred comes from with the with the Keenan Allen. Then John, they fucked up your fantasy.
Keenan Allen with Mike Williams.
Mike Williams fucked up your fantasy.
I got it like this.
If that be the case, then everybody knows how much I fucking hate Alvin Kamara. Not just because he's a Saints fan, but Alex knows why. Okay, how many touchdowns did he have that game?
Huh. Keep going. Yeah, there you go.
I hated Mike Williams worse than I hated Kenneth Gainwell last year.
Oh, hey,
Kenneth
Johnny,
Gainwell.
I didn't expect much from
best
Gainwell.
Friend. Nah, dude, Gainwell's going to be your best friend this year.
I did not expect much from Gainwell, so I didn't have high expectations. I just like ribbing you.
Who the fuck has Gainwell in our dynasty league? Not
in
like
the new one.
You don't have him?
Because
I
have him in the new one.
I do. I have him in the new one. I drafted him late just to dangle him to you in a trade.
Not even going to attempt it.
Hey, Johnny, tell what's it called? Okay, tell Andrew your opinion on what's his name off the top of my head?
Marlon Mack.
Yeah, give me your opinion on Marlon Mack.
No, I'm gonna wait till later in the season. You guys heard me. You know what I feel about him.
I didn't hear shit. What happened?
I think Marlon Mack's just going to be
We were
an average
talking
running
pre-show
back.
about it.
He's not. He's got a lot of miles on his legs already. He's not going to be used properly, and he's just going to fade away.
Yeah, and that's what everybody said about Lenny when he decided to come to the Buccaneers too. Look how much he faded away.
Wait a minute. When did you hear me say that?
Not you. But that's what the general public said. Marlon Mack has been, he had his ACL injury. So there's a lot of these other guys, and he came back, and he had to stay behind Nyleen Hines because he's the pass catching back. And all of a sudden, the emergence of Jonathan Taylor. So I think Mack, because he's got a pass catching back still in Houston and stuff like that, Mack is fine. Like Davis is going to throw it like 21, maybe 24 times averagely per game. That's just a Lovie Smith type like system, and Mack is going to be like carrying that ball anywhere between 22 and 26 carries a game. Almost guaranteed.
You're going to start him in your fantasy?
If I had him, but this son of a bitch decided to go take him in the 5th round.
Give him back. Give him back to him, Chris Rock.
No, I got. Don't give me a second, since I still want to change my name.
It's funny because I even traded and I got Lenny now. Like I got the Cleveland backfield. Literally the entire Cleveland backfield. Okay, I didn't miss a single fucking running back. I got the Cleveland backfield, and my dad is.
That's a good pick. That's especially with Watson's going to be suspended for.
You did Cleveland smart. Like I did San Francisco last year.
Well, yeah. Well, once we see what happens in the actual draft, and then once we have like rookie picks and stuff like that, then we'll. Then of course my 3rd round picks, because my 4th round picks are never going to work anymore. Everybody knows what happens with my 4th round rookies, so now I trade up for 3rd round rookies because everyone hates me.
Didn't you get David Montgomery in your draft?
No.
No,
I was trying. Though. I ended up getting what the fuck is this?
No, this is a good one.
I ended up having Swift and who did I trade you there again, Alex? I traded Swift and Hockey.
Swift, Hawkinson, Williams. Like you gave me the Detroit backfield, Hawkinson, and
the wide receiver. Oh, Cooks. Yeah. And then I got Lenny. Cleveland
backfield, and Lenny and Gesicki.
There was Gesicki and a 4th round pick. Don't forget that 4th round pick.
I did go and switch it after I saw that message. I totally forgot.
Damn, Miami could be really good this year.
Oh, why is my name associated with the dude on the right?
You're twins, man.
Alec has identity issues.
Does he? Oh.
Well, this is what happens when you stay in Osama bin Laden's basement this whole time.
I appreciate he looks up to me, but come on now.
I mean, he looks up to you for food.
This is a good debate here, right?
Oh, which one? Yeah. Why are the Bucks number 8?
I knew that was going to come up.
Do you not remember 2009 to like 2013, 2014? Some of the shit that we drafted?
No, I have a question on this.
But Warren Sapp, good. He's added. He's around.
Okay.
I have a question on this.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So if Deshaun Watson's found guilty, does this count for the Texans or the Browns? Do the Browns move to 1 or do the Texans move to 10? Which one is it?
I think Houston saw this chart and was like, "Nah, man, we gotta stay at least like at the bottom in a good way, like the top at something." You know what I mean?
You think about it though. If Watson was found guilty for all 18 that are there now, they'd literally be tied for 10th.
Wow.
Like they go from last to 10th.
I'm telling you, I'm waiting for what happens in that Commander's investigation. If some shit goes down, then they should automatically be number 1.
Dude, we're all totally not seeing this, though. Like, it is so bad to play for the Lions that they don't even want to commit crimes in Detroit. Like, it's so bad there, dude.
Oh,
okay. You're in Detroit.
I mean, hello, Matt Patricia. That was a crime right there.
He should be arrested for every fucking player he gave away.
That's right. Yes.
To be fair, we had K2 and his grandmamas.
Yeah. Little
Winslow.
granny panty.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised we're at 8 and not 1.
The Granny Reaper.
The Granny Reaper.
y'all can't be hating on granny panties, you guys. Like, come on.
Gonna be hating on rape.
Yeah, we saw your videos. We know.
What are you talking about, dude? I'm bidding on Betty White's last ever worn known pair. Like, let's get going, bro. Like,
Kellen Winslow's gonna win it.
Yeah. Hands down or hands up or whatever.
How many
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Well, that took a left turn.
Well, it sure wasn't right, so.
Ergo, the left turn.
Wait till tomorrow night.
okay. All right. I need to go smoke something for that comment. All right.
Holy shit.
It's been a pleasure, gentlemen. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Well, and where can we find you, Will Smith? Oh no. Okay. Bye, Will.
Slapping somebody at the award ceremony.
South Bend.
He's like, screw you, I'm out of here. You used the wrong one, dude. Why didn't you?
I was trying to do the normal, like, where can we find you thing. We already looked at this.
I couldn't see it. It's so small over here. I was like, what the hell is this damn thing?
That's what Alex says all the time.
Don't you
Alex
mean Ben? No ghost
No ghost today.
Oh.
I love OnlyFans. Yeah.
Yeah, we was talking about that pre-show there.
Oh.
Thanks a lot, man.
Which one?
We was talking about that pre-show, David. Talib shooting up cabs and
Pittman and Sperry and Jenkins.
No, you're right, guys. Damn it, Kellen Winslow, you granny fucker, you. Jeez, man.
And Warren, please pay your hookers.
Right.
Oh,
there we go. Gotcha.
All right.
What?
We gotcha.
What do you mean you ain't get me? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What are you talking?
Yeah.
Is that a butt in my face?
Alec.
It's a butt in my face.
Look what Christopher has for you, Alec.
Alex. Oh.
No, okay, not everyone.
Yeah.
Akuda Matata.
Hey, we might be saying that this year.
Yeah. Anyways, yes. You can find me on Saturdays, No Sports Dynasty, with that son of a wherever that way. That somewhere. Alec pops in sometimes. Johnny, Ben will pop in the comments. What are we supposed to be talking about this weekend?
We don't really have anything planned yet.
Isn't like the mock the NFC draft overview?
Yeah, I think it was just gonna recap the draft. Yeah.
You see, you see these two little openings.
Yeah.
Anyways, come check us out on Saturday. We'll have something up for you guys. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So much love.
I'm sure we'll be talking about something.
Yeah, and remember, if you got it, smoke it. And if you smoke it, you got it. Love y'all. Bye.
You got it.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not getting Facebook banned today.
Good for you.
Corin brought up a decent topic here.
Okay.
Top five MVP candidates essentially for this year.
Ooh,
what kind of good list?
For the Bucks?
Cooper Cup.
No, like league MVPs.
Okay.
League MVP. Cooper Cup.
You
Cooper Cup's one.
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor, yeah.
Okay, we all know it's going to
be very hard for Cooper Cup to reproduce what he did last year.
Well, I'm just saying top 5 MVP. I mean, he could do it again, but
that's a long shot.
Aaron Rodgers is not on my list. Not deserving.
He's not on your list?
No.
Hashtag not my MVP.
He's not on mine either.
I still don't see it.
I'm going Tom Brady.
I mean, I could have him in there.
Tom Brady. Here, I'll get
he should be in there.
Tom Brady.
Top 5.
Smoking Joe in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I know.
I want to say Jonathan Taylor.
It's gonna be a quarterback.
I'm gonna say
this is gonna be sneaky. Derek Carr.
Also that
Russell Wilson.
Derek Carr, and the Ravens quarterback Jackson. Just because they love Jackson, they love putting him up there, and just the entire.
And why do they love Jackson too?
It's the medium, man. No, they don't.
It's because Greg Roman views him as a running back. So
you can see with Jackson, you can put your running back in the MVP and your quarterback at the same time, so he gets double votes.
All right, I'll throw my list out there. I'll actually throw them in order too. Number 5, I got Josh Allen. Number 4, I got Justin Herbert. Number 3, I got Derek Carr. Number 2, I got Justin Herbert. And number 1, then Joe Burrow. Sorry, I couldn't remember which one I threw where. And then number 1 is Tom Brady. I'll throw Tom Brady at number 1 every year. If it's most valuable, he is literally the most valuable player in the NFL.
How's Garoppolo going to get in this talk?
How's Jameis going to get in this talk?
I stopped at Garoppolo and didn't even go on to Jameis. Yeah. I mean, if they allow him to throw the ball in order to get that kind of award,
I want what he's drinking.
Then you're going to get those interceptions along with it. So I don't see how Jameis could possibly get in there. With Garoppolo, he'd have to do something besides the Subway commercial.
Yeah.
And he's only got it because of his looks, according to his mother. Yeah.
And where the hell is he going to play this year?
Right, San Francisco. I think he's staying.
They're going to go Trey Lance, though.
Yeah, they are. That's definitely.
They are, but I'm just saying. I don't know if they're going to get rid of him now.
They're not going to.
They said they're not going to trade him.
The only team left is Carolina.
You can't have a $25 million backup, though.
I'll say the only team that need a quarterback is Carolina and Seattle. It's the only teams.
Yeah,
and those guys are waiting to see Garoppolo throw when he gets after surgery.
But they're not going to trade him in the division.
No, we won't go for Garoppolo just because we owe Goff so much money. I'd be okay with Garoppolo personally.
I think everybody. To me, he's another. Oh Jesus Christ! Why can't I remember these people's names?
Don't say that.
His first name's Jimmy.
Last team he played with was Washington. First team he played was drafted to was San Francisco.
Alex Smith.
Smith.
Alex, thank you. Why couldn't I remember that name?
I don't know. Damn, Johnny. What the hell?
Oh my God! Staring me in the face.
To me, another team to look for if they miss out on some of these rookie quarterbacks they apparently want. Pittsburgh might not be comfortable with Trubisky as the starter after all, especially if Garoppolo's still out there.
I don't know.
I would think that's a good fit. Is Pittsburgh?
Yeah, to me that's a great fit.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Baker to Carolina?
Nah,
I can't see it. It probably would happen.
I could see it.
They just gotta have that. I feel like
they're gonna get either Garoppolo or Baker.
Here's where I don't think you can work Baker in there though. Is unless you send Sam Darnold the other way. No, you've got 2 quarterbacks on their 5th-year option, so they're both making $19 million.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how you can keep both of them under contract.
I think Baker's the backup.
But you add to a trade package, but
I could legitimately, if they don't go quarterback, I could see Baker in Seattle.
I could see.
You're telling me they want to go Drew Lock?
I could see them.
No one wants to go Drew Lock.
Garbage
right.
Not even Drew Lock wants to go Drew Lock.
What were you saying, Johnny?
I said I could see them sending Sam Darnold to the garbage heap. And why isn't Drew Lock on that pile of extra? Drew Lock should have already been in a honey dipper truck.
See, the only reason Lock's getting another chance is because he's got that rocket arm. Somebody's hoping that they can fix
these
the brain.
guys. It's
the same reason Jameis Winston. It's the same reason Winston got another shot is because he's got that arm. Everyone's hoping if they can fix the mind on them that
Well, Jameis
get
is
a
more
quarterback out of
fixable
these guys.
than Drew Lock, man.
Yeah, Jameis is. I would.
I
Jameis
agree.
over Lock any day of the week, or Darnold.
Yeah.
Lock is terrible. I'm sorry. He just is. He's not a starting
He
quarterback.
absolutely is. He should have never started.
Yeah.
Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky.
Turdbisky.
Oh, Jesus. Poor Mitch. Poor Mitch. You know anybody goes to Chicago is just
Mitsopalooza.
Well, and especially when the Bears trade up to get you, and Watson and Mahomes are still sitting there for another like 10 picks.
I'm strongly convinced that you can put anything in Chicago and New York, and they'll just burn it and just
evaporate.
Some way screw it all up.
Yeah.
How did Eli Manning work in New York? That's what I want to know. He does not seem like a New York guy. Like, how the hell did that work?
I mean,
look at their Coughlin. That's how it worked.
Look at Eli Manning, and then they got Daniel Jones. They got two quarterbacks that just, they're just there.
Chris,
but then
I think
Eli
they want to get rid of the Browns.
This ain't happening. That's not happening. That's a downgrade from what they got there now.
Well, and they can't get rid of Tannehill. It's a $50 million cap hit if they move off him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what Tennessee was thinking there.
Talent versus talent. I mean, Tannehill's better than Baker Mayfield.
Yep. There's not many fits for Baker.
They got to do something about that, though.
I think Chris could be right though, because especially since you're paying Deshaun $1.5 million this year.
Right.
I think he could be their guy until the trade deadline.
I think that might be why they set that contract like that too. Yeah.
Yeah,
they could.
I think be there. He's going to.
Would Baker sit out though? That's the thing. Would Baker want to play? That's the thing. I mean,
personally, I think
the guy got treated like dirt.
That's right.
But see, this is why I think Baker would want to play, because the last thing you've seen is him playing with that bum shoulder, and he looked awful. So if he's healthy, goes out there and plays and plays well.
Yeah, that's a good. That's
maybe
a good way
plays
to get
well.
A trade.
Yep.
I'm telling you, Alex. I'm telling you, Detroit would be a good fit. It would. That'd probably be one of the few good fits.
Baker is a upgrade over Goff.
Not
commercial.
He doesn't fit the culture though. That's why. Like, I agree. Baker's probably a better quarterback than Goff. He doesn't fit the culture.
I think he does fit the culture. I think.
Yeah. Dan Campbell likes
all those
personalities.
Coaches there.
Yeah.
Baker's too much about himself.
Love that kind of. That's how players are.
Like Ben said, look at the marketing progressive in Ford Field.
Yes.
New house.
That whole personality thing in Baker's would fit right.
Thank you, Alex.
With the Detroit Lions staff,
man.
And they could control him. They could control him.
Now that I agree with.
Yeah.
And the only reason, like, I could potentially see Baker next year, like as a free agent signing.
Yeah.
You can't do it this year because 19 to Mayfield and the 25 or whatever to Goff. It doesn't work.
But if it's only for 1 year, I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I mean, you're not going to win a Super Bowl next year.
No, like they can't afford the 19 million for Mayfield.
That'd be some shit they
Well, if you make some moves. If you make some moves, you
give us some draft picks and we'll take Goff off your hands. Oh, I didn't expect it to cost me this much.
See, well, I was gonna say if the Browns do the same thing the Rams did, but they don't got fucking first round picks for 3 years now. So
F them picks.
Yep.
What's that?
F them picks.
Yep.
I think Jimmy G is a better quarterback mentally than Baker.
Yeah.
I think Baker's a better physical quarterback.
Yeah.
And personally,
Baker's a better commercial guy
I'll take the mental.
Garoppolo.
In my opinion, if Garoppolo, if he would have slowed down that last drive against the Rams wouldn't have been in the Super Bowl. In my honest opinion.
Niners would be in the Super Bowl if they made a couple plays.
Yep.
They were up in the third quarter. Like
they
dropped an interception.
They should have won that game. They should have.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They definitely should have won that game.
I think some of that's on their head coach.
Yep. It's the same shit all the time. They throw the games away late all the time.
Ever since the Falcons.
Kyle Shanahan, literally in the fourth quarter, needs to step away from play calling.
Hey, everybody, don't forget who the coach of the 28-3 was. Okay, come on.
Yeah, he was the play caller for that.
Don't tell Kyle that. He's gonna go back to his room to cry about it.
March 28th every year is the worst day for him.
Kyle left.
Speaking of that,
Where's
they had
Kyle
a cooler. They had a Falcons cooler at Walmart.
He went to a hockey game.
3.8.
Yeah, jerk.
I know, man. You know,
Then a hockey game's better than us? Come on. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why do they have to have overtime? What have they Super Bowl?
I thought we were talking about Kyle, not Alec. Okay.
No, we're talking about Kyle. Ben loves my OnlyFans.
Kyle, can you imagine?
I used to, but you just been boring lately, dude.
My content is top 10. Okay.
Your big gulp sipping is a turnoff, actually. I mean, see?
No, you can go. I don't.
Yeah, there you go.
That.
Yeah, see.
Why would you think it's a turn on anyway, Alec?
That gets 10,000 views. So I don't care what you guys say.
Why the hell do we only have 4 people watching, Alec?
You enjoy popping it in your mouth?
If it gets the bills paid, it gets the bills paid.
He's not gay, but $20 is $20.
Yeah, that's right.
If the rent's paid, it's all that matters, right? Yeah. The next content is stepsis. So.
Okay.
Anyway, that's all.
Holy fuck.
So if you
it kind of goes into a joke I was gonna make about Jimmy G.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of porn stars he's gonna date in Detroit or Pittsburgh, but
they'll find something. They'll find something for him. I mean, there's a couple of skanks in Detroit.
So who do you think Pittsburgh goes for?
Not many that still have their teeth, but
yeah.
Really good question right here. Really good question.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
The Saints.
Who said the Saints?
Ben.
No.
Where?
I would say Seattle. Why not, dude?
I mean, Pete Carroll's kind of handpicked his guy, though. He said he wants Geno Smith back.
Oh, you shut up. Come on.
He came out right and said, I want Geno Smith. Like,
how can you be sold on Geno Smith, though?
God.
Because, honestly, Geno Smith might be better than Drew Lock. Like,
because he's desperate.
Better than freaking Drew Lock and Geno Smith.
But that's a quarterback competition I do not want to see in training camp. Is Drew Lock and Geno Smith?
They have all these draft picks. They're just gonna keep. Okay, you know what?
It'd be funny if it weren't so sad.
No, here's the thing you do though: is you run Geno Smith or Drew Lock this year. You're probably the worst team in the NFL, and then you go get your quarterback next year.
No, wait. Detroit got them beat. Don't worry.
No, Detroit right now is a much better team than Seattle. Yeah. Seattle's probably going to win like 3 games this year.
I see him with the Panthers, man.
So with your pick, right? Yeah. So you say that they're going to go quarterback next year, right? So who do you have them picking with their first-round picks this year? Defense. If they go Geno Smith and just ride out this season.
Oh, you're talking about Seattle.
Yeah. Well, at 9, I'd probably say
they're going to go knee jerk and they're going to draft a quarterback. You know they are, but who are they going to draft? That's the question.
Whoever's available.
Probably Kenny Pickett.
You know, Carroll likes that running quarterback too, though.
Malik, yeah.
Yeah, well, Malik might not be there, is what I'm thinking.
I think he gets drafted by the Panthers. Yeah.
You know what? This actually would be great. Fitzpatrick to the Steelers.
Fitzpatrick with Dan Campbell? I would love to see that shit.
Oh, yeah. No, how about the Falcons? Dude, how about the Falcons? Now, I would elevate the Falcons
I would
if
too.
they took Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had Ryan Fitzpatrick on the Lions, that
Oh my God.
Matt Ryan
post-game
Fitzpatrick on
interviews.
Hard Knocks.
no, the Hard
Fitzpatrick
Knocks
on
would be
Hard Knocks with
comedy
Dan Campbell.
gold.
Yeah.
That shit would be amazing.
Out here chugging beers at like freaking actually.
I see that as an improvement everywhere except the Cowboys. That's on this list right here.
Yep.
Yeah. I agree.
I feel like the Cowboys, they just get so far and they find some way to shoot themselves in the foot.
they have no backup either.
Dressed Alex.
Oh, he might be, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, the only, Warren Moon, obviously, is way up there. And then you've got the guys that strictly played in the CFL. But Fitzpatrick, it wouldn't be too hard to climb that list.
No, it wouldn't be.
Oh, I put Jameis. He could go up to Canada.
Honestly, I think Jameis would be an amazing CFL quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Finally, Crack and became a sub-500 quarterback.
I didn't even read that. I just popped it up there because it was last on the list.
That's good.
Did we have another one of these? I know we did. I guess we did.
What?
So if you with the quarterbacks you have, so you say Baker would fit more in Seattle.
Is that your shut up button? Is that?
It was good timing.
All right, so you were saying, Alec?
I'll pass.
I was gonna do the same thing.
Perfect. Yeah.
I'm glad I'm the life of the party on Thursdays.
No Fridays.
It's like the one they always bully.
This one's easy. It's Jim Brown.
Yeah.
Jim Brown.
Yeah.
There's no conversation.
Sean McVay is metrosexual. He uses turtle as a fuck.
Modern era. Wait a minute, because I can break that down into eras.
Yeah.
If it's modern era, I'm saying Jim Brown all day. If it's 80s, I'm taking Matt Suey.
Yeah.
90s, 90s was a good time. 90s was a great time for fullbacks, man.
Yeah.
Rathman. Damn, there were some good fullbacks in the 90s, man.
Was Riggins 90s or 80s?
Oh, he was 70s and 80s, yeah.
Or 70s
Yeah.
and 80s. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not what I'm thinking. For the Commanders, when they were the other thing.
The only thing that holds me back from saying, because a fullback has got to block, right?
Do you know who's underrated fullback though?
And Riggins didn't like to block. He could block, but he didn't like to block. So.
Right.
I agree with David Moser. My greatest all-around fullback is Lorenzo Neal.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah.
With him and Danny Tomlinson, that was a 1-2 punch, and then they had
the
lightning bug. Darren Sproles.
I was gonna give Zonka some credit there too. Larry Zonka was a very good fullback.
One of the best. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
I felt bad for that team that year. Like the Chargers, they had everything, and they just injuries.
That 14-2 when they lost to the Patriots. And
Lorenzo Neal's always been.
Even after that, they had Darren Sproles, and it's just their best backup they have behind LT, and they just shit the bed in the playoffs. It's like they're cursed after like the first or second round. Or that
I mean, they should have won the Super Bowl when they were 14-2. That was like 2006, I believe. That was a good team, dude.
2006.
Yeah, because that was
they had Vincent Jackson and they had Vincent Jackson and Gates.
Antonio Gates, yeah. Yep.
Wasn't that the year that
he tore
the
Rivers
played the, I believe, still on that team.
Yeah, Rivers played the AFC Championship with the torn ACL.
And they had
I think that was a couple years later.
Because ACL. Yeah, because LT had also had ACL injury in that game. Also, he played like the first quarter or so, and then he sat the rest of the game.
Yeah.
If he wasn't out, that would have changed the whole outcome of that game. in my opinion.
And I thought Schottenheimer overcoached that game too. Like,
yeah, he definitely did.
Mike also had the last 10 years to beat. He touched on record.
He's definitely up there. He definitely deserves consideration.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's low for Bills fans. That shit hurts.
Which
4 straight Super Bowls.
Which is the biggest upset? Or you know what I think the biggest upset in Super Bowl history is the fact that Dan Marino never got back to one.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Never had a running back. That was the problem.
They never built the team around him like it should have. I mean, they
did have the Mark brothers, Duper and Clayton, but
yeah.
Other than that, no. Well, he's a tight end, Daryl Johnson.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who to put against Rathman, man. Well, Tom Rathman was playing around. No, was he still playing with All-Star? I can't remember the eras here.
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. The Moose from the Cowboys.
The Marks brothers, Hill and Waddle.
They got to show it on the field first before I give them that kind of credit.
Yeah, absolutely.
They
really it's all about Tua if he can actually because they say his weakness is the deep ball.
Well, the Marks brothers were a different breed too. Those boys could catch anything that Dan would throw.
Yeah. Mike Tolbert's another good fullback.
Guys, did we forget about Earl Campbell?
I didn't really consider him a fullback.
No.
Well, he did play some fullback.
Yeah.
Maybe not full time, but
to me, when you look at all-time positions, they list Brown as a fullback, they list Campbell as a running back. So that's kind of what I'm going off of.
How about Franco Harris? Speaking of Steelers.
Oh yeah, he's got to be up there.
Yeah.
Oh, Franco Harris.
Uh-oh. Are we going to have another disagreement?
Was the mayor here, okay? So we get kind of fed up with Franco Harris.
Fair.
So we're putting that with the B word, the F word?
No, not that bad, but it's...
Not that bad, okay. All right.
Is it with GR?
No. Yeah. Although I could do with less talk about Franco Harris every day. I mean, I hear it every freaking day.
I can't remember his name, but the fullback from Green Bay when they won their first back-to-back Super Bowls.
If you can't remember his name, then it probably wasn't a top.
Was it Bronco Nagitsky or
Nagurski?
Nagurski. Was it Nagurski?
Oh, you talking about 1 and 2?
What?
Was Bronco a fucking fullback?
I thought he was, yeah. Did he play for? I thought he played for the Packers, right? Or was it the Bears?
Let me look. I want to be sure.
Oh, they're doing their FC special.
Jim Taylor, okay. I've heard of that one, yeah.
Your favorite person, Todd McShay's doing his mock draft. It says Jaguars select Aiden Hutchinson, number 1 overall.
The more I look at it, the less I think they're going Hutchinson.
Yeah.
How
accurate is Todd?
You're letting it get into your head, man. I'm telling you, Hutchinson is probably where they're going. John Kuhn.
Jacksonville? You think Jacksonville's going Hutchinson?
I forgot all about John Kuhn.
No, I don't think. I was saying how accurate is Todd McShay?
No, I was just saying Johnny.
No, I think Detroit is.
I do too. I think Jacksonville's looking way too much into these Georgia guys, Walker and Davis, to be going Hutchinson.
So who's your surprise pick that should fall in second round?
Somebody that's gonna fall?
No, that's that they have in the second round that you think something to surprise everybody and go into the first.
Okay, the opposite.
Like how Andrew said that Joe Tryon was safe a second round pick.
To me, Travis Jones. You've got George Pickens. You've got Christian Watson. Yeah, Ernest Graham running back. Yeah.
John Kuhn, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wasn't John Kuhn?
They got Trayvon Walker going to the Lions in his mock draft.
I was thinking, I must be thinking of a different guy, but wasn't there a John Kuhn that played for the Packers not that long ago?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
I wonder if they were related.
You know, Dallas Clark was a tight end.
Oh, sorry, that's James Kuhn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
This mock draft is terrible. They have Kayvon going to Houston.
That wouldn't shock me, to be honest.
Oh, Mel Kiper. Oh, Todd McShay. Mel Kiper is not. I thought that was Todd McShay's mock drafts are usually iffy on me.
I trust McShay more than I trust Kiper.
I trust anybody more than I do Kiper.
Vonta Leach, that's another very good fullback. What's that?
I said I'm pretty sure you trust all of them more than Adam Schefter. No, I can see like I'm trying to cause I can relate to what Johnny said about Kayvon.
Thibodeau.
Personality wise, is like his off the if he's
it's not the personality. He could be the biggest diva in the friggin' world as far as I care.
And it's not even off the field issues; it's on the field.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because while I watched him play for Oregon, it was just I'm not sure what was worse, our defense or our quarterback just throwing to the offense every freaking play.
Dude, I saw him take plays off in his highlight reels, and I'm like, dude, these are your highlight reels? I'd shoot somebody, whoever your press agent is, get rid of them.
And to me, the big one this year, the big thing that killed him for me, is all the big time games. He didn't even dress. Ohio State, not available. Utah, both times, not available.
Wow.
Like these big time games, you're not even going to show up.
That was painful times.
Like, this is your year where you're trying to go to the NFL. You've got to play big in those big time games. That's why Aiden Hutchinson talked about going first overall when he was supposed to be like second, third round this year. Coming into the season, his biggest games, he played his best games.
Do you know
Ohio State was his best game this year?
Do you know who played in the big game?
Who?
CJ. I guess Ohio State.
Oh, yeah.
3 touchdowns.
Mona, Heath Evans was a tight end too, and he's one of the.
Heath Evans was a fullback.
No, he was a tight end.
And I just want to remind everybody, Heath Evans tight ends at the NFL Network too. Yeah. In case you were wondering.
Bronco Nagurski, Roger Craig. There you go.
Roger Craig.
Yeah, they might call off the. Okay, I'm not. This is the military in me speaking about this whole freaking Ukraine shit. From what they've told me, so that I've heard so far, like the whole military stuff, they're really like the media is basically feeding you guys lies that you guys don't see, and there's nothing. Like everything there
it's the media.
Gone.
Of course they are.
Like everything there's like there hasn't been anything that we've seen on our end that's more of a threat. So they're not gonna stop a Germany game. From what I've seen so far, there's nothing. Like everybody that we have on our end is already back from Ukraine. So
because Russia's pulling out already.
So I don't know why everybody thinks that the Germany games like
dead bodies that got bombs rigged to them, fucking jerks.
Yeah. Wish I made that list though. I want to go out there. Stupid freaking Biden.
You want to go where? You want to go to Ukraine?
I wanted to. Because I went to the one in freaking when the stuff back in 2019, I went to that. But, back to the NFL. Sorry,
they definitely.
Like a warning. Sorry.
I would say they definitely need running back.
Aren't they gonna go with Mark Ingram still? They can still bring.
Yeah, but back. Mark Ingram and Tony Jones don't exactly scream confidence to me. Like, I don't think they want to walk into week 1 with those two as your running backs.
Not as full-time carriers, man. No.
Yeah. Is there any running backs available in free agency? Like they could take a 1-year contract?
Melvin Gordon.
Oh God, keep Melvin Gordon the hell away from the South.
I could see it.
I'm not trying to build the Saints a team here, man. I'm sorry. Just You know, if I was to build your team, you would not like it.
I know.
You got the quarterback, so
and this just in,
I'll build around him.
He just put his application to be GM for the Saints.
Yeah.
I'm about ready to give him Johnson. Take Johnson, please. And Gerald.
Give him a
McCoy.
Johnson.
You can have Gerald McCoy and Johnson.
Yeah.
And, Darden here. Take Darden too. Whatever.
So you're gonna give him a Johnson? Is that what you're gonna do? Yeah. Give the Saints a Johnson, like right to the face.
Slap him right across the
face style.
Yeah. You slap him for discipline.
Nah, Doug Martin's.
Bruce Arians did say that he'll still be out there if players are acting up to.
Yeah.
But Doug Martin's
they have to
right
suspend
now.
Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
He's going to get 6 to 8 games. He's getting 6 to 8 games.
Yeah.
I would say that's about to be. Do they even have like anything like rulings towards that yet? Like any court hearings that he has for it?
Well, he made some court hearings, yeah.
Yeah, he's
then
already
he has to show back up. And now the NFL just has to